And huge crowds of all ages converged on Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington to push for new gun regulations there and across the country. Channel 2's Justin Gray continues our live Team 2 coverage from Washington. And Justin, teens showed up from all corners of the country there today.
Well, what was really striking about this march here today, compared to other big events we've covered in Washington, was just the sheer number of those young people. This really was their march. They came to Washington to speak up.
It has to stop.
Young people, teenagers on the stage and in the crowd. 13-year-old Ryan Lyne's sign says simply, "Let us live."
Really, what it boils down to is if us kids can go to school and not come home with a bullet in our chest.
Boston teen Violet Merrill didn't just come to march, she's registering voters.
Making a difference by registering to vote. We're volunteering to register voters, and the legislation is what's going to change this, hopefully.
All you see for blocks and blocks spilling out of Pennsylvania Avenue is a sea of people.
This is definitely the most people I've ever seen in one place all together.
There are celebrities like Miley Cyrus here, but most of the speakers are teens who have seen gun violence firsthand. Parkland student Emma Gonzalez stood silently on stage for 6 minutes and 20 seconds, the time it took for a gunman to take 17 lives at her school. These North Carolina students were each given a Parkland victim to learn about. Eloy Gomes found a connection with 16-year-old Carmen Shintrup.
How she learned piano, how I learned piano, how she learned multiple languages, I learned multiple languages.
The adults here, like Atlanta's Kathleen Levy, say they're learning from and looking up to these young people.
That's why I'm here, so I can follow their lead.
This street famously where presidents parade on Inauguration Day, today taken over by young people with a purpose. And the National Park Service tells us there were no incidents. This was a very peaceful event here today. We also reached out to the White House, a spokeswoman there telling us, quote, "We applaud the many courageous young Americans exercising their First Amendment rights today." Reporting live in Washington this evening, Justin Gray, Channel 2 Action News.
Yeah, I heard it said it's not just a moment. This is a movement definitely energized by all of those young people.